Just over 70 years ago, Dr. Robert E. Cornish desperately wanted to experiment with a real-life human body. That experiment was to bring it back from the dead. A prisoner from a Californian prison volunteered, but both the prison warden and the California Department of Corrections refused his trial. So, we'll never know if Dr. Robert E. Cornish would have been successful.
Advances in space technology enabled the first missions to explore our neighboring planets in the 20th century. NASA's Mariner 2 probe was the first to fly by Venus in 1961, and it was followed by a series of missions that explored the planets in our solar system, including the Pioneer and Viking missions to Mars, as well as the Voyager missions to the outer solar system. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space with the naked eye. This is a common myth, but it has been debunked by astronauts who have flown over the wall. It is visible from low Earth orbit, but only from specific angles and with the aid of photography.
During 1771, King of Sweden, Adolf Fredrik, died because of digestion problems as he was not able to digest the meal comprising of a lobster, sauerkraut, caviar, smoked herring and champagne topped off with 14 servings of his favorite dessert of hetvags served in a bowl of hot milk. He is remembered as the king who ate himself to death by the Swedish school children.
What if Earth were twice as big? If Earth's diameter were doubled to about 16,000 miles, the planet's mass would increase 8 times. And the force of gravity on the planet would be twice as strong. All the plants and animals that currently exist would collapse under their own doubled weight. And new stockier species would arise.
The Saqqara bird is an ancient Egyptian artifact of unknown origin and purpose. The artifact is a stone carving of a bird with outstretched wings and a long neck. It is carved from limestone and is approximately 5 inches long. The Saqqara bird is one of the oldest known objects in the world, dating back to the pre-dynastic period, 5th millennium to 3rd millennium BCE. To puzzle this out, remember that one day is how long it takes for a planet to rotate on its own axis, and 1 year is how long it takes for a planet to rotate around the Sun. Venus takes about 243 Earth days to spin around just once, and in the opposite direction is the Earth, by the way, and 225 Earth days to go around the Sun. So a day is longer than a year.
The idea that the ancient Egyptians did not build the pyramids is a fringe theory that lacks evidence and is not supported by mainstream archaeologists, historians, and Egyptologists. The construction of the pyramids, which were built thousands of years ago, is well documented in ancient Egyptian texts and inscriptions and in the remains and tools found at the pyramids' construction sites. There is also a wealth of evidence in the form of drawings, paintings, and other artistic depictions of the pyramids being built, as well as the sophisticated engineering, mathematics, and construction techniques required to build them. Therefore, it is not accurate to state that the ancient Egyptians did not build the pyramids.
Did you know it would cost $18.3 million to make a replica Darth Vader suit? Did you know facts sure, an exact Darth Vader replica would make an awesome Halloween costume, but it's probably a little over budget. According to Time, it would cost the average person $18.3 million to make a real-life replica of the infamous black suit that features a voice modifier, breathing apparatus, prosthetic limbs, and an augmented reality filter.